Hi, welcome back to my mom life. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Jordan, and today I'm making oatmeal in the pressure cooker. This oatmeal recipe is super easy to make. There's a couple different ways you can go about doing it, so I'm going to tell you that. First, let me show you the ingredients you're going to need. I have my oats here. I am using Old Fashion Oats. I'm going to be using 2 cups of Old Fashion Oats. And then I have 2 cups of 2% milk and 1 cup, and 1 cup of water. And then this is optional, but I like adding a little bit of salt into the oats. I feel like it gives them more flavor in the end. So I have about a half a teaspoon of salt. That's totally optional. And right now we're just making the base layer. You can add whatever kinds of flavorings you want at the end, but this is just your base oatmeal, and some people like it like this. I definitely like to add flavorings to my oatmeal, but to each their own. And then we're also going to need a separate about a cup and a half of water to go into the bottom of our pot. So if you're doing it, that is if you're doing it the way I'm doing it. So I am going to be actually making my oats into a separate pot, or this is a little cake pan that actually fits down into my Ninja Foodie. You could use a stainless steel bowl or something that fits in there to hold your oats, and the water and will be at the bottom, and then your trivet, and then your little bowl or pan or whatever you're using for your oats. If you're making it with milk. If you are just using water, you can omit this cup and a half that goes at the bottom of your pot and make your oatmeal directly in the pot of your pressure cooker. I hope that makes sense, but because of the milk, because I'm using milk, it will burn at the bottom of the pressure cooker, so that is why I am using a separate pan to cook the oatmeal in. It seems odd to use, and this is an old cake pan, that's why it looks like this. It's clean, I promise. If it seems odd to be making oatmeal in a cake pan, that's okay. It's just what fits in my pressure cooker, so that I have on hand. Now I'm going to point you down and we will start putting everything together. The first thing that I am going to do is pour my water in the bottom. This is my cup and a half of water about. My measuring cup doesn't have the numbers on it anymore, but it's about a cup and a half. And that is just so that the pressure builds up and cooks properly. And then I am going to put my pan in, and you see how that fits. I just kind of have to tilt my trivet a little bit and it fits in there perfectly. I am going to spray this just in case anything decides to stick on me. I always like to spray things. I don't like when things get stuck on the pans. And then now I'm going to scoot you over here. I have my 2 cups of milk, and I am going to add in 2 cups of my Old Fashion Oats, and then my 1 cup of water, and my salt. I'm going to give that a stir. And then we're just going to pour it into our pan. Okay, now I am going to put the lid on. Make sure it's on seal. We're going to hit pressure, high pressure, and we're going to do it for 3 minutes and hit start. Now we're going to let this natural release for 10 minutes, and then we will go ahead and release the rest of the pressure. So I will see you back here. Sorry if you hear my kids yelling in the background. I will see you back here when our oatmeal is done cooking. My oatmeal is done. It sat for 10 minutes, releasing pressure naturally, and I went ahead and released the rest of the pressure. There wasn't much left. I did want to go ahead and tell you, sometimes my little red safety valve does not come up even though I can safely open my lid. let me know down below if that happens to any of you. I know that all the pressure's out and I can open my lid safely, but the little valve doesn't come up. Anyways, I'm gonna open it up and show you what it looks like. It's gonna fog up my camera here. Hold on. Okay, here is what our oatmeal looks like. I'll go ahead and give it a mix so you can see it's nice and cooked through. It looks delicious. Now all you need to do is put it into its separate bowls, however you're serving it, and you can flavor it however you like. I will show you a couple options of what my family likes, but to each their own with oatmeal, I know that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you a couple different ways that you can flavor it. The first flavor I'm going to show you is apple and cinnamon oatmeal. So I have some apples diced up in little chunks here, and I have some cinnamon, a little bit of vanilla extract, and some honey for sweetener. You could use brown sugar, but I just like to use honey. And I don't measure any of this, it's all to taste. So I'm going to first add in the honey. And the vanilla extract. And I will give that a good mix. Okay, that is all mixed up, so I'm going to just sprinkle on some of the cinnamon. And then I will top it with our apples. And here is super easy cinnamon apple oatmeal. Now I'm gonna show you just classic maple and brown sugar oatmeal. All you need for this is some brown sugar, maple syrup, and a little bit of vanilla extract. So I'm going to just throw that all in to my bowl here. And give it a mix. This one is loved in my house. It's just a classic oatmeal recipe and the kids love it. So there is our classic maple and brown sugar oatmeal. Now I have one more to show you. This one is probably my kids' favorite, and it is peanut butter and chocolate. They love this. Of course they do. It has peanut butter and chocolate. Such a good combination. So I have some peanut butter here, just creamy peanut butter. I have some honey and some chocolate chips. And I'm just going to throw in the peanut butter and the honey. And like I said earlier, you can use as little or as much as you want. It's all about customizing it to you and your family. So I'm just gonna give that a good mix. Okay, it is nice and mixed up. So now I am just going to top it with a few chocolate chips, and there you have it. Peanut butter and chocolate chip oatmeal. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and I appreciate your support so much. If you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around. If you make this oatmeal recipe, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought and what are your favorite oatmeal toppings. I would love to know. Also, if you have any recipe or video requests that you would like to see from me, leave me a comment down below and let me know. I would love to have some inspiration from you guys. And with all that being said, I will see you in my next one. Bye guys. Thank you.